that Super Bowl trophy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here.
Sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, the advantage did it all. Some all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive...
And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the snip, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run, about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander. Spells frustration with a capital F for the...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
Wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
And wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He finds his man, Baldwin. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
To win, or can take off on it. And that may have been what happened there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
A 3rd and 14.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Nowhere to escape. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, Wilson looking mid all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
In this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9 spots are and be on the same page.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Ball.
Greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world. You could beat the war. You could talk to God, go banging on his door.
Air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident in anything, they've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And to give this time to the tailback. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll run it here. And a short game.
It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was
Baby, I've been praying for the rain to fall. Wash me down so I'll be born. Open heavens, let it pour. You can love me.
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not
Send
quitting?
a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, jumping over. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.